I am excited. I want to show you guys why. I just got this music stand, and it's not just an ordinary music stand. It's an awesome music stand. It's a Portastand, and it's called the Minstrel 2. And in this video, I want to show you why I love this stand and how you can use it to create little tables, little percussion setups. And there's so many different ways you can use this. I've been using this stand for years, and I just got 2 more. Just came in this box. So this is by Portastand, and you can see it's Minstrel 2. And it's awesome. It's lightweight. I know this is going to be like an infomercial, but I bought these. They didn't pay me. I know these guys. And I met them at the NAMM show years ago. Super nice guys. Great company. So I want to, you know, scratch their backs. They scratch mine. We scratch each other's backs. I don't know. I guess we have itchy backs. I want to show you this. All right, so take a look. Really solid bass, no problem. It's got 3 telescoping midsection, well 2 plus the top, and it goes up really high. Unbelievably high for the size. And then it's got all these clutches here, and this piece, you can see it's aluminum here. So aluminum construction, this is aluminum too. And looks like that. It's got these little clips on here that you can put the stand, the bass, in here when you're moving it, and it all stays together. And then it goes in its own carrying case. It has its own bag. But let me show you what I'm most excited about. So I'm going to extend this a little bit and show you. Let's go back to the front. I want to show you how high this thing goes up. First of all. Does it come out? Yeah, I like that the tubes don't come all the way out. You can extend them all the way up, but they don't pop out. So that's 2. And how high could we go? About there. All right, so this is pretty high for this little stand, but I want to show you. So I'm going to stand up, right? So that's like average music stand height, but this thing packs down into a tiny case. But I want to show you what I do with it, and why it's a great addition to a multi-percussion setup. So what I do is let's go back to the side view so I can show you. What I'll do is I'll set it up about this high. Let's see, make sure it's tight. And then I will take the top and I'll make it flat, pretty flat. All right, and then I don't need these things, so I'm going to take these off. You guys are going to like this. Hang on. Don't go anywhere. Portastand. All right, now I'm going to lower this a tiny bit. So what I can do now is I have a little percussion table, right? So I can take, oh, wait, before we go on with this, let me show you something. Let me show you. All right, I've got a full-size percussion table over here. I want to show you. And this is a great table, but it's big and heavy. Look at this. And it's massive. Look at how big that is, right? So I've got stuff on there. That's a Gibraltar percussion table. It's awesome. But it's big and heavy. I can't really take it on gigs that easily. I mean, if I have a roadie, maybe I will. But if I'm just going to do something in my little studio here, and I need just a little area to put something, I want to use this. So I want to set it up here like that, and I've got it, you know, tight on the bottom. And this is going to work for me. So, but I can improve on this. Here's what's happening, right? So I've got a shaker, caxixi, I put it on the table. Oh, I got a cabasa. That's all good. Maybe I can clip a triangle onto it, you know, so I can have things, I can play things on it. Now I have this little table. But there is one drawback, and that is that when I set something down, if I'm in the studio, it's noisy, right? If I'm trying to record, if I'm trying to do live looping, I put something down. I don't want that extra sound, believe it or not. A lot of times those little extra sounds will get into the recording or into the loop, or you're doing a show and you're in a ballad and you don't want to make any extra sounds. So we get this This is studio sound deadening foam. I cut it, put it right there. Bam! Now we can set things down. No noise, right? No sound. We're quiet. We're considerate. And it gets better. So that's another thing I do with this. Get a little piece of foam or something. This is fancy, but you can get the egg crate type. Anything will do. And what I like about this too is that now your stuff's not rolling off. You know, if you have like this thing, you know, it can roll off. But if you put it in here, it's not going anywhere. You can even keep things in here and play them. So if I wanted to keep the guiro, I can use that as a playing stand. I can even put in something like this cowbell. You can set a cowbell down on the foam, right? And it'll still make a decent sound. So you got all that. Now we're not done. You can also use these as a regular stand for an instrument. So I could put my tongue drum or tank drum on this. Now, when you do this, I'm going to give you a tip. Make sure that you put the instrument over the center, right? So about there, so it's not going to tip. Because if you put it out, like, you know, obviously if I put it out here, it's going to slowly maybe tip. Even on this side, of course, that you've got that to prevent it from falling off. But just put it over the middle. Be wise when you're setting up. But now I've got a little stand, right? And I can play this instrument. I can even use it as an instrument stand and a little stand to just put little random percussion instruments. There's still room on here. So it is small and compact, but you guys, I use this. So right now I'm using 2 of them in my studio. I'm using one, you know, I'll use one for a little stand like this, and then I have a monitor where I can see what's happening with my video stuff, and I use it for that. So I set it up. I'm looking at it right here, but I can't show you because my cameras are not on it. But I'll set up one of these stands just like this, and then I have a little flat panel monitor that just magnetizes onto it. And actually the old one was metal, and so it would go right on. This new one, I have a magnetized case, and I can put the case on the stand, and then I can put the monitor on the case, and it stays on there. But it's just awesome. It's small. What I like about it is it's small, it's sturdy, it's lightweight, and it's enough to get the job done. You know, if you're trying to use like a Manhasset stand, the legs are fixed, you can't fold it up, it's pretty big. I have a standard music stand over here that I have my keyboard on, and that's okay. You could use that, but it's way bigger. I don't need something that big. This is a perfect size. So again, Portastand Minstrel 2 is the model. Check the guys out on the website. They have a website, Portastand. You can look them up. All right, that's it. I hope this is helpful. Happy drumming. Happy percussion putting on a standing. I'll see you guys later.